All right, y'all, welcome back. You a real one for tuning back into the channel. If you're not a real one already, my name is Daji Imara. So as you guys can see, I have not washed my hair in 4 months. Yes, you heard that, 4 months. I washed my hair August 15th. It is now October 15th by the time I'm washing my hair in this video. So what I'm basically going to be doing in this video is taking down my braids, washing them, conditioning it, all that good stuff, and re-braiding my hair. And then I'll further explain to you later on in the video why I did this, why I waited 4 months to do this. Like, my hair looks ridiculous. Like, as you can see, it's so dry and crusty, and you can't even see the braids anymore. But, boo, we about to get into it, okay? About to get into it. I'm about to show y'all how I got my hair to this state. Like, you literally can't even see the braids anymore. But, you know, look at all this new growth. Like, hair's growing, it's prospering and whatnot. So, we about to get into the gig, honey. I'm excited. So let's take these braids out. Let's do that. I am going to take my braids out one by one, obviously. And I'm going to do that by using this Pantene Gold Series Detangling Milk. What you don't want to do, no matter how long your braids is in, is basically like take them out while they're super dry. That is like recipe for disaster. Your hair is going to have much more, you know, shedding and whatnot. And my hair's already going to have so much shedding because it's been braided for 4 months. So it hasn't had time to shed because it's been in a protective style. So my hair already going to be coming out by the chunks, but I want to minimize that by not, you know, taking my braids out while they're super dry like this. Also, the method that I did for braiding my hair is I braided it to the scalp, and then at the ends where the plaits are, I did twists instead of plaits, because I just felt like that would be much more easier on my hair, especially when it comes to taking it out since it's been like this for so long. Like, I would definitely have much more shedding if I braided my hair all the way to the end and left it in for 4 months, because taking it out, it's going to be obviously much more tangled than this. So I'm in this first braid, I'm showing you in real time how long it takes to take this braid out. Like, y'all are going to see it for real, for real. I'm taking it out like it was too much for me. Like, it wasn't enough for me to be able to do it with my fingers. So I'm taking the end of a rat tail comb and getting the end of it out. And as y'all can see, look how tangled up it is. Like, look at that. Ridiculous. But, you know, it's okay. We finna get it right. Get it right. Get it right. So once I was able to take the braid out completely out, I saturated some more of that detangling milk and separated the hair, detangled it with my fingers instead of a comb. So I'm not using any combs on my hair. I'm separating it with my fingers, just wetting the hair and getting it moisturized with that detangling milk so it can be, you know, have much more slip to it. But yeah, I'm not going in and just, you know, combing it all through, ripping my hair out of my scalp. We want to minimize the detangling because it's already going to shed so much. So we want to minimize that shedding by, you know, being very, very gentle with my hair. And then the rest of my hair is very self-explanatory, boo. Just taking it out with my comb, doing the same exact thing that I did with the first braid. You're going to, you know, loosen up the braids, saturate it with the detangling milk from Pantene, boo, and just, you know, detangle it with my fingers, not using any combs to detangle my hair, just my fingers the whole way through. And then basically this is what it's looking like, you know, once I take the whole side out. It's looking very luscious and thick, but I already knew, like, dang, all this is about to come out. Like, obviously my hair is not going to be falling out of my head, but my hair has been in a protective style for 4 months, so it ain't had enough time. You know, your hair sheds every day. It couldn't shed if it was braided up. So I was like, dang, girl, like, I'm finna lose some of this volume, because I already know some of this is just hair that's just stuck and intertwined with my coils. So yeah, that's what it's looking like. And then I'm gonna, you know, tie it up and then repeat the same exact step on the other side of my head. It feels so good to be able to scratch my scalp, like, for real, for real. Oh my gosh, I was scratching the hell out of my scalp. Oh my goodness. All right, and then finally, this is what my hair looked like when it was completed. So, you know, detangle all of my hair, and boo, this is what my little fro looking like. Feels so good to touch my scalp, like, so good. I do not understand. And then prior to me washing it, I washed my hair in sections. So I separated into 6 sections, 3 sections on both sides, did the middle part. And this is going to be much easier for me to really get into my scalp and get all the hair clean. Like, when you just try to wash your hair all at once, it don't really work out that way, boo. So I separated in 3 sections. It does take longer, but my hair is getting thoroughly cleaned and catered to equally. So that's why I like to separate it into 6 sections. All right, so I love to use my coconut corals by Organix to wash my hair, shampoo it. What I'm doing is I'm just putting it on my scalp and then kind of like rubbing it downward. So I'm just focusing the hair in my scalp, and then instead of saturating my whole like hair shaft, as you can see, like really focusing on that scalp, boo boo. Get it right and get it tight, and then kind of let the hair kind of like the shampoo kind of like drip through my hair shaft rather than, you know, applying it. Not gonna lie, I did about 2, maybe 3 scoops of shampoo. I was going overboard. I was like, my hair been wrapped up for 4 months, but like, I really need to get it cleaned. Okay, normally I wouldn't use this much shampoo, but for this method, boo, I needed to get it clean. Okay, and then I also needed to get rid of the product that I just put in there. Like, I already had product in it from when I first braided it and when I was oiling it, and then I had to put that detangling milk up in there. Like, I was putting a lot of it in there, so I was like, okay, all this product gotta go. My hair needs to be stripped of everything that was in it because it's just been in there. So doing as much as I possibly can with my hands, right? Saturating with my hands, and then I'm taking my Tangle Teaser brush. Love this brush. Use this all the time on my hair and in my wigs. And I'm kind of like, you know, getting all that hair that has to shed. As you can see, the hair that's coming out on the brush, that's hair that just been needed to come out. That's just been tangled up in my coils for the last couple of months. I'm not pulling that hair out. That hair has already been gone. It's already been released from my scalp. So that's basically what that is, doing that. And then I am rinsing out all the shampoo and then twist it back up and repeat the step on the rest of my hair. So nothing fancy else is going on. Just, you know, saturating it with the shampoo. Get it, you know, nice in there with my hands. Then take my Tangle Teaser brush. Get rid of that shedding, and then moving on to the next section. And then after I was able to do that, this is all the shedding that happened from the first step, from, you know, washing my hair. I forgot to show y'all the hair that shedded when I took my braids out. It was probably about the same size. But after I washed it, this is all that came out, which is not bad. So about double this, that's how much my hair came out altogether after 4 months of, you know, not touching my hair, just keeping it in braids. So I towel dry it real quick just so it's not dripping down my neck, and it is now time to put on my hair mask. Now for my hair mask, I'm using this Mielle Mint hair mask, and I'm just putting this on the hair. I'm not putting this on my scalp, just saturating my hair with it, just the hair shaft, not putting it on the scalp at all. And then I left that on there for about 30 minutes, like just ran, you know, did stuff around the house, left that on there for 30 minutes and let that get all up in my hair. And it smells so good. I love this hair mask so much. Did that on both sides and let my hair sit for 30 minutes. And then after the 30 minutes, I, rinsed it out with like warm room temperature water. I didn't use cold water. I used like room temperature water. And then I added the deep conditioner. So after I did a hair mask, I do a deep conditioner. I do put this on my scalp too. I do try to put it on my scalp. But yeah, it's time to deep condition, saturate my whole head with this deep conditioner from Mielle as well. And then with this, I like to massage it in my scalp a bit. This is where I take about like 2 to 3 minutes to just massage my scalp. And then it's time to put it under the hair dryer so that my hair can get nice and moisturized and that can, really get in there. So I put a plastic bag on, then I put this little dryer and put my blow dryer through it that I got from like Amazon. And I sit on that for about 45 minutes. So I'm sitting there watching videos or whatnot. It gets my ears mad hot, but hair be so it feels so good after this. Oh my God, you need this in your life. Then after that, I towel dry, and this is what my hair is looking like. So it's got major shrinkage, so it's time to blow dry it. So when I'm braiding my hair, I'm not pulling all my hair out. So I do a middle part. Now for this portion of the hair, it's time to braid my hair, right? I'm not that great of a braider and I'm not a good parter, but I do know how to braid good enough to get my hair flat. Like I can braid, they're just not neat braids. That's why I only braid when it comes to braiding my hair down for my wigs. So I section it the same exact way as I sectioned it when it was time to wash my hair. Down the middle and then 3 sections. And then I put on my heat protectant spray from the Pantene Gold series as well on each section of hair before I put the blow dryer on there. And then I am taking the blow dryer in the 6 sections, brushing through it if need be. And that's just basically this step I'm taking to do that. As you can see, my hair has been braided up for 4 months. So obviously it's time to clip them ends. That is the only portion of my hair that's not, going completely straight with the blow dryer. So that's how I know it's time to clip the ends. I'm not somebody who tries to avoid clipping my ends and try to keep them. That's not going to help with the growth of my hair. It's not going to help retain the growth of my hair. So when I gotta go, like when the ends gotta go, they gotta go, boo. Because they was bad. As you can see, all my hair is straight except for the ends. So when the ends is still curly, that's how I know it's time to get rid of them. So section it off, and then I brush through it. You see the ends is looking crazy. Oh my goodness, they was looking mad crazy. And then I twist it up and section it because I do the ends like last. And repeat the same step all throughout the head. So by this point, it was in the middle of the night. It was probably midnight, and I was so exhausted. So I didn't get around to completing. Like usually I would do all this in one day, but boo, I started late in the day and I was mad tired. So what I did was blow dry all my hair, twisted it up in 2-strand twists, and then I completed it the next day. As you can see, like see how hard it is for me to brush and run my hair through my hair? It's because them ends. If I keep them ends, I'm just gonna be pulling my hair out when it's time to braid it. So you have to get rid of them ends when they get like that. All my hair is straight but the ends. And I ran that blow dryer and that that brush a couple times. So boo, I gotta get rid of them ends. It's not cute. Not cute at all. So the next day I took my little twist down or whatever that I left in overnight. Because if I would have just let my hair be out, it would have been tangled again. So I separated into 6 sections. And now I am just taking those curly ends that need to be clipped and just cutting them off with my scissors. I'm not a professional, but this ain't that hard to do. Just cut off the parts that's curly. If they looking like that, then they gotta go. So I'm just brushing through it, making sure I'm getting all the pieces that are curly, okay? Like I said, I'm not that person that try to keep their ends. Like I just let go of them. Time to go, boo-boo. ain't no point of keeping this on there. Like, I'm having such a hard time combing it through, because if you keep your hair like that, if you keep them ends, when you comb it and brushing your hair, you're being real rough on your hair, so it's just gonna be pulling it out more, and it's gonna be shedding more than it needs to, because you're being so rough with it. And then it just looks so much better. Obviously, it's not as bone straight as it was before, because I slept on it and it was twisted. But I can run my hands through it much better than I could before. Like, they was getting stuck prior. So now it's time to braid my hair. This is pretty self-explanatory. Like I said, I can't part, and my braids not going to be neat. But honey, they're going to be flat enough for me to get my hair down flat so I can wear my wigs and my protective styles, you know, for the time being. So what I do is I like to do them like down the side instead of straight backs. I feel like that's a better method because I leave my hair in so long. So when I start getting new growth, it'll still be flat when I wear a wig. I add my hair oil onto the hair, and then that's the only product I put on the hair as far as, you know, just getting the hair some moisture and whatnot and locking in some moisture. And then I use some edge control from curls to make sure that the braids are nice and flat. But because I leave my hair in so long, I think it's better to braid your hair going sideways versus straight back, because when they start growing, your hair is not going to be as flat. Like, your braids aren't going to be as flat when your hair start growing underneath your wigs. So if I was to do it straight back, my wig is going to be looking lumpy, and that's not cute. So doing it this method, it helps, you know, keep my wigs as flat as possible once my hair starts growing. So while I'm braiding my hair, I'm just going to explain to y'all why I do this method. So basically, this year I decided to take my hair serious and actually try to grow it, because I was just being so lazy. I done got satin pillows. I done got all the hair products all the natural girl said to do. I was deep conditioning my hair every single week, and I was seeing no results. Like, my hair was just staying at the same length, just coming out every week as I'm deep conditioning it. So I was like, let me watch and do some research on how women, you know, retain their hair length. Like I said, hold on. As y'all can see, I am twisting the ends. Do not braid the ends all the way down. But yeah, let me see what some girls do to help grow their hair. And a lot of women, you know, who do protective styles in such like wigs like me, they keep their hair braided for a long time and don't touch it. And I definitely remember as a kid, I used to have my hair braided all the time, and we would only wash it like every 2 weeks. But I just don't got it in me to do it every 2 weeks, because I was sick of deep conditioning every week. Like, that was getting on my nerves. So I just took it upon me, like, let me try this method where I just don't wash my hair for like 4 months. I done saw a couple girls do that and see what happens. So that's why I go extensive with the deep conditioning, with the shampoo, and with the mask and all that, because my hair is going to be wrapped up for so long. And this time around, I was able to retain a lot of length. Even though I had the clip ends, even though it was shedding, it was not bad. I wasn't in my hair as much, and I had like at least 2 inches of new growth with this method, at least 2 inches. So I like to keep my hair braided up, because I just noticed deep conditioning does not work for me. Constantly being in it all the time does not work for me. I'm not that person who needs to deep condition their hair once a week. I'm not. My hair just needs to be braided up, oiled every now and then when it gets a little dry, and go about my business. But that deep conditioning my hair every single week and being in it and digging my hands all the time, it was not working. So I prefer to keep my hair braided at all times, and it just leaves my hair, you know, obviously my hair gets dry, but it works for me. This is a method that works for me. My hair is not, you know, falling out all the time because I'm touching it so much. Like, my hair was not growing. It was just stuck in this one length because I'm just touching it all the time. But that's the thing about natural hair. Like, it's trial and error trying to figure out what happens to you. But what I do think I'm not going to do, I don't think I'm going to keep my hair braided up for 4 months. I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do it about 2 months, because I do also feel like 4 months was a bit excessive. Even though it worked, I just feel like my hair needs a little bit more moisture than that, because 4 months, that was a bit much. So what I'm going to do now is just going to do every 2 months, maybe 3, maybe 2.5, but 2 months a minimum I'm going to keep my hair braided up for. So next time, you guys, if you guys are interested to see, you know, any growth, you know, if you guys want to update on it in January, let me know. But and then that'll be like my 6 month, you know, mark doing this method of me just leaving my hair braided up. That'll be like 6 months at that point in January. So if you guys are interested in that, then let me know, because I will definitely upload a new video about my progress with my hair. But yeah, boo, I do not, you know, keep my hair touching it all the time. It did not work. And this is what it looks like at the end. I oil my scalp. Oil works for me. I know people, you know, love hair with oil. Oil works for me. It always has. Oil it every probably 2 to 3 days and keep my hair wrapped up. And if I don't feel like wrapping up, I have satin pillows. So we good with that. So this is what my hair looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to update in about 2 to 3 months, let me know. And I will see you guys on my next video. But don't forget to subscribe for updates and more hair videos. And check out the videos in this playlist for some more content, boo, because I know you want to. All right, then.